Hello to my 3/3. Okay, so for this lesson, I'll make it extremely short, like less than 10 minutes. I will just quickly review what we did from week 5 up to week 8. This week is week 12. You guys are having your midterms for your other classes, but because we are up to date, we are good to go. I want to make things a little bit easier for you guys. So I will just go over what we did from week 5 to week 8. And then when you're done, please take a screenshot, write your name, type your name, and upload in our line group for 2 points. And that's it. Okay. So from week 5 up to week 8, I'm trying to go to the next slide. Wait. Okay, so between week 5 and week 8, we started unit 3, which is titled On Holiday, and it started on page 20. We had a discussion about holidays, which is something that we all miss, but we are just at home right now because of the pandemic. So we talked about holidays and our memories. We also had a reading passage about going for your first holiday with your friends and traveling with your friends. We also talked about transportation and the different types. We covered a comprehension passage. Again, between week 5 and week 8, we had a lot of reading. We had a lot of reading passages and comprehension questions. And you guys did very well answering all the questions together. We also completed our speaking exercises and we talked about traveling to different places and whether the place is hot or cold, what you like about traveling, and which places you would like to travel to. This is quite interesting. I enjoyed this with you guys. Okay, for our grammar, I remember we had to practice using the past simple. So we said that the past simple tense is used to talk about things that are already finished, things that are over and done with. And we said that the grammar rules are subject, I, you, we, he, she, they, and V2. V2, verb 2, has got two parts, regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs end with ed and irregular verbs are based on the V1, on verb 1. So usually when it's irregular verbs, the verb changes from V1 completely before we turn it to V2. For example, eat, EAT becomes ate. Go becomes went. Drink becomes drank. And okay, so here we go. When it's regular, we just add ed. That's V1 from regular, from V1 to V2. And then when it's irregular verbs, it changes completely. See becomes so. So we did our past simple, and we also talked about auxiliary verbs. Remember, we talked about auxiliary verbs and that I like to call it an automatic verb because an auxiliary verb is used when you're talking about the past tense or future tense. And once you add your auxiliary verb, I automatically know if you're talking about the past or the future. The most common auxiliary verb for the past simple is did. So an example on how to use it in a sentence, I can say I did study yesterday. So once I have my auxiliary verb, it means that the next verb should be V1. I cannot say I did studied because auxiliary verb is like my automatic verb, which means the next verb has to be V1. I was very happy with you guys when we did this one properly in detail because you guys understood. So that means you guys are amazing students. And maybe that also means the teacher is a bit amazing too. But you guys are amazing students. When we did this in detail, you guys did very well. So we had our exercises on the past simple. And then from page 23, we focused more on sentence structure, discussion, and dialogue. For unit four titled My Place, we had a lot of reading. My gosh, we had a lot of reading. I remember we're reading about strange houses. Strange means unusual or not common. And then we also had more reading passages, smaller passages here, okay? So we had a lot of reading in this unit and we had to answer the questions in our books. And of course, we had our vocabulary, which is on adjectives and describing homes. One of the amazing exercises that we did for our vocabulary was when we actually had to describe houses. I loved this. We had to describe houses and the different rooms that we can find. And you guys did very well. We described bathrooms, swimming pool, outside areas. And then we also learned about accepting other people's opinions, how to um, how to accept politely that other people think differently from us. And then we also reviewed Unit 1 to 4, which was focused on vocabulary, grammar, reading passages, and comprehension questions, and a lot of speaking. So for Unit 5 focused mainly on grammar, and we had to focus on pronunciation, discussion, and the grammar was based on comparative and superlative adverbs. Again, of course, we had reading passage, and then we talked about how an adverb modifies a verb. Remember, verb is action word, and then adjective, descriptive word. And then an adverb can even modify another adverb. Usually, most adverbs, the simple ones, okay, the ones we focus on, we add ly or ILY. We also went over how to form adverbs, and we said examples are quietly, slowly, seriously. And then when we have comparatives and superlatives, we use more and most. We also went over other forms of comparatives and superlatives where we add ER and EST. All right. And then for some adverbs, they are irregular. Again, irregular means we have to change the word completely or not at all. If we have the adverb well, the comparative would be better, and then superlative best. Right. So we also covered Unit 6, titled Favorite Things. And Unit 6 was based on a lot of discussions, vocabulary lists, adjectives, describing clothes, and grammar about possessions and pronunciation. We said that materials are things, items, objects, and products. This was really one of my favorite exercises when we had to describe different outfits and fashion styles. And you guys were telling me what you like, what you don't like. So this was pretty fun. I remember I said I really liked this one. I liked this outfit. Maybe in pink, of course, in pink. I liked that outfit more. And then we also described other rooms, particularly at a school, and we talked about um, the furniture. We talked about the colors. This is so cute. I love this one. I love it. All right. So that's pretty much it. Okay. So the next class, which is on Friday, I will make another quick review, and that is it. I hope you guys are doing well and you are studying for your other midterms. We have finished our midterm. I've already checked the scores. If anyone has not done any work, please do it so that I can submit the scores by Friday afternoon or even over the weekend. So have a good afternoon and take care, everyone. All right, have a good day. Don't forget to take a screenshot and upload in our line group, okay? Thank you.